Another day. Hello, hello, hello. It's Lorenzo, spelled Lawrenzo. Because y'all know my mama made me different. And I'm here once again for another Untouchable, Young Untouchable Family Podcast broadcast show. It's going to be a good one. So y'all make sure y'all tap in, tune in, and stay turned up with me throughout the end. Get your libation. Tell 1, 2, 3 friends. We lit. Hello. So let's go ahead and get into today's episode. As always, we're going to bring to you a plethora of news and information you can use, starting with our sponsors. Then we're going to slide right into MaGiC and fulfillment in the news. Then I'm going to share with you 365 Tao, which is a daily meditation. Keep everything balanced in its frequency and vibration. And something new I've been doing. I've heard a lot of people, good feedback, said that they want to continue to hear messages from the Oracle Gabriel. So I'm going to do an Archangel Gabriel Oracle reading. And I think, and I know, in fact, that that's it's in balance and in synchronicity with the vibe, since we're coming up on new moon. So it's a new episode. Y'all stay tuned. We about to get into it. But first, our sponsors. As always, Young Untouchable Family Podcast broadcast show is sponsored by myself, LorenzoJacobs.com. Make sure you spell my name different, because my mama did make me different. That's LorenzoJacobs.com. I'm in business to keep your business in business. Whatever your marketing, advertising, sales, website development, even coming up with an idea for business. We live in an entrepreneurial time. More people are wanting to be entrepreneurial than in the cubicle and working with their cuticles. So y'all tap in, LorenzoJacobs.com, and tell 1 or 2, 3 friends. MaGiC and fulfillment in the news. As always, it be so much stuff in the news going on from episode to episode. I know I've been sharing MaGiC and fulfillment in the news. So I wanted to first reintroduce to you and everyone that may have listened before, what do I consider to be MaGiC? What is MaGiC and fulfillment to me in the news? So I wrote this sitting back, collecting my thoughts, the way that I would want to verbalize the words and pronunciation of those things. So follow me. And as always, if y'all have any questions, y'all can tap in with me on IG, Lorenzo Jacobs. Make sure you spell the name different, because my mama made me different. It's LAWRENZOJACOBS. Or you can just pop in Papa Hustle, just like how it sounds. Papa Hustle, PAPA Hustle, HUSTLE. And you can definitely find me on IG. Y'all tap in with questions, ideas, or thoughts, or anything that y'all would like to share, because that's the reason why I'm here. So being enlightened, conscious, awoke, whatever you want to call that, is a very destructive process. It begins when your awareness becomes focused on breaking things down that you thought was true. This is the reason that on the threshold of many of those secret society doors, it is said to know thyself, which is my best advice for anyone, anybody, or someone finding themselves on a journey through what we call this rabbit hole. Remain true and authentic to yourself. That little voice that's inside of you that you hear, that you may have even stepped away from or thought that it wasn't what it really is. Then when you really come face to face with God, you'll be able to lead by example and let your light shine unto all that they see what can be for them and or better. Don't expect others to comprehend or understand in the same way as you do the way your experience have been in this reality, because a lot of people are asleep in empty portals, and that's what that is. It is what it is. I'm trying to tell you, it is what it is. The system is held with magic. But then if you say that, right, that sounds crazy. People look at you. But magic really is the system that holds together these beliefs that we agree on paper through the power of words. And as y'all know, in the beginning of every episode and or the premise of this entire broadcast podcast show is me bringing to you and having other guests, other people on here to bring their perspective of their reality through the power of their words. There's going to be high proficient speakers, intellectual thought creators, content influencers, whatever those words synonymous to a person on a higher echelon in just not spirit, but in putting to use that magic, which is then quote unquote law. And then the legal system is composed on how you're able to best describe and agree on this reality. That's why when you're in a courtroom, there's even those words in itself, a courtroom means something. Because all the time a court is formulated by being in a box. Once you step into a court, you on a box. You in a square. So those that know the deep complexities of all the secret codes, or what's called spells, because that's how spells work, through the words, the codes, the numbers, the symbolism, signs, all that, everywhere is magic, all of it. And these are perfectly calculated patterns set up on energy grids that keep a masses of people harnessed, a masses of energy harnessed, a masses of what we would call creation, or it's a form of black magic in kind, anything other than what you would think would be evil or a distortion of the truth. But black magic being a place of creation, a place where something comes from nothing. And this circle, because there's around every square there's a circle. The circle of magic serves as a purpose to harness the opposition, whatever that opposition is. So, as we know, there's different gods and lords, rulers and judges, priests and lawyers. There's all types of words, whatever you put into the court, that uphold the law. Police, those, man, come on now. So they're there to serve and to uphold a purpose that would oppose them. Let that be real. Whatever your magic is, whatever your words, and whatever you are able to put together, know that there is a purpose to harness that from the opposition. And once you're taught, and that's why I'm here, this is why the podcast is here. Once you're taught to spell and view words written down, they have a power over you now. That is the reason it's best to have a vernacular of powerful, higher echelon of words and vocabulary in the way that you would attempt to describe this reality. But this is also a reason many are held to paying monthly charges. They're paid monthly charges because energy is currency in the form of bills and payments, but will dodge so-called friends that they may have gave $15, $20 to here or there, or just a couple of dollars. We've experienced that. It'd be awkward, but you may not have really even given the money in thoughts or perspective in receiving any of it back. But now it's awkward. Person don't be picking up the phone. They don't be liking your social media the way they used to. But they watching you in the stories though. Craziness. So we all have had that to happen and to experience some of that. But for some reason, what's on paper holds to higher regard than a person you may see, or a person that may be in your vicinity more often than those big corporations that you don't know but will send you a draft or will cut something off. They'll be ready to cut something off. People be scared to get that cut off. So that's why it's called spelling. That's the reason why it's words, because words cut, words will divide, words create a division, a definition, a difference. There are D words. Words are D evil. They are a way of, from the Tower of Babel, everyone was speaking in one word. So it was possible that whatever that these vibrations and frequencies that's coming out of my mouth right now, the way you perceive it, would be exact, like lasers, where they was creating a tower to God. So God, right? Where everybody could do whatever they wanted to do. You could just think of something and bing, you wanted $1 million, you already had it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So that's magic, and that's dispelling. Just now, words, vibrations, and frequencies have been watered down, and I'm here to bring back a higher frequency within inside myself and connect with those and those that go lower too. Cause we gonna get low on the show. How low can you go? Hey, how low can you go? We gonna get low on the show. So put a physical contract out in this place. This is my resolution to everyone that is hearing my voice. Put a physical contract in this place, in this universe, in this unique space, in this place of being, and watch magic happen. I can guarantee that you go to LorenzoJacobs.com and you scroll down, you'll see a guy holding a 2022 book, 22 journal. He's a Buckeyes fan, Ohio Buckeyes. You'll see the shirt. But y'all order your own 2022 journal. It's high quality, Italian artisan, handcrafted, hardcover, size of a notebook, 381 pages, college rule. You'll be able to write your life from now until. And if you don't fill it up for the year, that's fine. We have more coming, more journals, more planners coming. I just got picked up by a major publishing and distribution company. So y'all stay tuned. Go to LorenzoJacobs.com, get your 2022 journal, and watch magic happen. Create your own article of incorporation, a contract to your life. Know where you're going in the next year to 5 years at least. Create your well-being, what feels good to you, what you really want to do. And I know more people are getting closer to that with the Great Resignation. So just to make that clear with the intentions, once again, if you're listening to the Young Untouchable Family Podcast broadcast show, I'm your honorable host, Lorenzo. I'm here to share with you my personal experiences through the power of my words and connect, be inspiration, motivation, and positive person for those that I come in contact with and that hear my voice, you know? So that's magic and fulfillment in the news. I definitely wanted to share with you the intention and the mission of the reason why we do what we do. Hello. Yeah. So, and y'all make sure y'all know y'all can go and ask any questions, because I know that was a lot. But that's how magic is created, through the words and what you believe in and what you really can conceptualize inside yourself first, even if you're unaware, because most of it is subconscious. The prime majority of magic is subconscious. Shoot. That's the magic in itself. That really, the stuff that really matters, you don't even really have to think about it. Like your heart beating. I mean, if you are focused more on your breath, that's good. But breathing, you don't have to focus on your eyes blinking, your skin sloughing off, you know. So most of the things that are most important to us happen subconsciously. And when we are able to have a strong programmed subconscious, then our reality then start becoming a strong programmed reality, where on this level you'd be like, damn, he's really living every day as a vacay. Yeah, you know. So that's how that go. Let's see here. What other magic and fulfillment in the news? There was some things I'm definitely excited to get this next month started. It's new moon, February 1st. Let that make sense in that month. Next 28 days, so we on course to have a really perfect year cosmically, if you can ride that wave and not fall off. I've been feeling more synchronistic in the things that I do. So there's also, I'll be starting some things, kicking off with some trading plans. So y'all know where to find that. I ain't gonna talk y'all head off with that. Some more magic in the news. I seen it's so much going on. I didn't even know that the Olympics was still going on, man. I didn't even know the Olympics was still going on over in Tokyo. Is the Olympics still going on in Tokyo? Man, I saw uh, an interview with Snoop and Kevin Hart, and I'm like, damn, the Olympics is going on in Tokyo, but because of everything going on with the C-19, they not having fans or anything. Yeah, is the Tokyo Olympics still going on? Let's see. Alexa, Tokyo Olympics. Let's see. Damn. So yeah, they about to get in Beijing, the 2022 Olympic Winter Game official open will be February 4th of this year. Now, I appreciate you, Alexa. They doing that. Damn. They got all types of stuff going on because allowing they're not allowing people to come in. So I wonder how they gonna do the ceremony then. You know, they always have the ceremony. I'm gonna have to get back in tune with that. But yeah, the Olympics start in Beijing 2022 Olympics, the Olympic Winter Games, February 4th through February 20th. So I'll keep y'all updated with that. That's some good news you can use. That's some world politics and domination right there. You can watch who's gonna really win. Oh, they giving out free condoms, but hugs and handshakes are to be avoided. Hey, they giving out free condoms at the Winter Games Free condoms are available at the Beijing 2022 Winter Games, but hugs and handshakes are to be avoided. They want to avoid human contact most as possible. They wanna avoid human contact as much as possible, but knowing that human contact at the Olympic Games is most known to go up with sex games. They have had many documentaries and things behind the scenes of the Olympic sex games. You know, they and just think if you a gold medalist, oh man, you probably get to take down the whole gymnasium, the whole Olympic squad, like, because if you're an Olympic if you're a person that has trained like that, your stamina is on a whole nother level, and they know that. Plus, some of these countries in the Olympic Games, they're using sex as sabotage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's they're gonna use sexual sabotage. They got some woman out there that knows how to drain energy. For real. Believe that. Believe that. And they looking to sexually sabotage this country in this sport or in this arena, and maybe potentially sometimes we don't know. But we do know that's a highlight in the news. Y'all heard it first here by me, Lorenzo, Young Untouchable Family Podcast Broadcast Show. Hello, hello, hello. At the 2022 Winter Olympic Games, free condoms are available, but they're going to avoid hugs and handshakes as much as possible. You might get kicked out. You might get kicked out of the Olympics for giving somebody a hug or a high five. But them nighttime activities, sex with the other squad, here go 8 condoms. Protect yourself. Shit. Man, they crazy. But that's the paradox that we live in. That's just some more magic in the news for you. So you may not see a lot of physical contact. I know that they banning fans over in Beijing for the Tokyo 2022 Winter Olympic Games. You'll see some highlights on the news. You'll see the stands empty. But just know, at night, they getting their freak on. They definitely getting their freak on. All right. So here we go. Some more magic and fulfillment in the news. You see how that pop up? Let's see. Anything else? And we'll definitely keep everybody in tune with that Winter Games. I like the Olympics though. The Olympics really, it shows like world. It's like like some world domination shit but in a whole nother dimension. You know, where you can really kind of see the dynamic of the politics on a physical level in the world. Really though, because right now it's going up in Tokyo. It's going up. It's going up. The Japanese yen banging right now. I know world currency, the Japanese yen, strong right now, banging. And just the it makes sense. It just makes sense. Like, so I'm gonna be staying definitely in tune with that, keeping y'all updated. Y'all know, stay tapped in, tuned in every Saturday, every week. Every week, once a week, we're going to come in, or what I call a strong, because we don't have no weak friends. Hello. So let's go ahead and get into this 365 Tao. Take some good deep diaphragm breaths. Stretch out the back of my neck. Some of y'all know I broke my neck like 6 years ago, C1, and yawning and just the 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 pressure in my neck that builds up at times is immense. And at times when I yawn or I meditate or I take deep breaths, I can really feel the sensitivity. Maybe it's because C1 is right there at the bottom of my cerebral and my brain stem, and like I know something different happened to me. Like I'm tapped in, tuned in, and turned up to a whole nother frequency when I yawn and when I meditate. So here we go. Day 29 out of 365 Tao. This is Daily Meditations by Ding Ming Dao. I'm gonna share with y'all. I haven't even read it today, but it'll be synchronistic, I know. Day 29, scars. Markings in dry clay disappear. Only when the clay is soft again, scars upon the self disappear. Only when one comes soft within. Throughout our life, but especially during our youth, many scars are afflicted upon us. Some of them are the results of violence, abuse, rape, or warfare. Others arise from bad education. A few come from humiliation and failure. Others are caused by our own misadventures. Unless we recover from these injuries, the scars mar us forever. Classical scriptures urge us to withdraw from our own lusts and sins, but scars that have happened through no fault of our own may also bar us from spiritual success. Unfortunately, it is often easier to give up a bad habit than to recover from the incisions of others' violence. The only way is through self-cultivation. Doctors and priests can only do so much. The true course of healing is up to us alone. To do this, we must acquire many methods, travel widely, struggle to overcome our personal phobias, and perhaps most importantly of all, try to acquire as few new problems as possible. Unless we do, each one of them will bar us from true commune with Tao. Mm, 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 mm. How synchronistic is that? I was just talking about my neck and how even 6 years ago, I'm definitely a different person. Yeah, 6, 7 years ago, I'm a different person. Not only, not even scientifically, because every 7 years down to our molecular bone structure, we're a whole nother person. But mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, in a whole nother place than I was 7 years ago, even 10 years ago. Definitely I found a certain dynamic or a certain kind of philosophy that holds reality together for me, and that's something that I hold on to, like the powerful stuff. So throughout the course of the past 10, 15, I'm gonna say about 15 years, the past 15 maybe even going further back into my teens and youth, I used to write and document a lot of instances and occurrences and just experiences that happened to me. And I'm able to recognize that even 25 years ago, because I'm an older guy. I'm a real OG, man. Uh, that that person that I was when I was a teenager is no longer concurrent with how I see myself right now. Like that person is a whole nother person. So I've been able to, through, like it says, my own self cultivation, been able to use incisions to cut out the less than best, the things that no longer serve me, cut those things out, put it to the side, let them things die, evaporate, go back to where they need to go. Somebody else can use that shit that I've had in my life as manure, but they gonna have to go through it. And I'm here to be a voice, a beacon, to do just that. Share my personal experience so I can release those things that have that kind of energy with it, the shit, right? And at the same time, my shit is somebody's treasure, is somebody's manure. You can use it to fertilize and grow in your life. So that's all. It's all connected. It's all possible. So that's what we doing, and that's why I share my scars on here as well. So yeah. So here we go. Let's get into let's get into it. We're gonna go ahead and get a message from Archangel Gabriel. Then we're gonna get up out of here, answer some questions. I do be having some questions that come through. If y'all want to connect with me, or if you have a question, or just if anything, following me in this next journey, or through this journey I call life, but in this next journey, in this recreation of me, the next 5, 10 years, y'all rocking with my energy. Follow me on IG, Lorenzo Jacobs. Just make sure y'all spell my name different. Cause y'all know my mama made me different. LAWRENZOJACOBS. And y'all can hit me up with questions if y'all want personal reading for yourself. All donations, contributions, and energy exchanges are invested in a personal account and trust. Y'all can definitely tap in and tune in with that for more info. It gets placed on the market, and we reach back with at least 60% back in the community with different contributions, free websites, business development, personal development and all things parenting. So y'all tap in LorenzoJacobs.com. I'm everywhere like air. But let me go ahead and share with y'all message from Archangel Gabriel. So what we want to know is what should we focus on these next 28 days? What are some things that we can really focus on these next 28 days? What is a message or something that we can all focus on for these next 28 days? What is something that I should really focus on for myself these next 28 days? What is something that we can focus on together these next 28 days? So the first card that shows up is Mother Mary. The Blessed Mother is helping you with your divine life purpose. So let me share with you what this card looks like. There's an angel flying through, or it looks definitely like it's off the ground. It has wings, and it has red wings, in fact, flying through with lily flowers in hand, while a being, a woman, I'm gonna say a being because I don't know if that's a man or a woman. So a being is sitting here reading a manuscript in their lap, wearing blue and pink. So I'm already focused on these different colors: red, blue, and pink. And as y'all know, there's always deeper meanings and messages individually for everyone that hears these words. So Mother Mary has an angel. So however you identify yourself, Mother Mary has an angel coming with red wings, with lily flowers, with a purple sash. And the message is the Blessed Mother is helping you with your divine life purpose. So these next 28 days, you are able to create something divinely that can lead you even deeper divinely in your life purpose. Especially because this is the broadcast that will probably come out around the new moon. This is new moon energy. So the Blessed Mother, source, being, whatever words, however you describe that frequency and that vibration, is really assisting and helping you with your divine life purpose. How do you tap in and continue to stay in the flow and the go of your divine life purpose? Breathe. Find time for yourself to do what you best enjoy and do those things in balance, because we know we have other stuff we must do, but there's a system to all of that. And y'all make sure y'all continue to follow and tap in with me, because I'm going to continue to share with you how I use the system for my advantage, because there's an overall system, a grid that is on us, which is connected to the Blessed Mother, Source, Being, so you can really be in that for yourself and be guided through your divine life purpose. And it all works together for your good. So that's a strong message. That definitely hits once again where we've been at. But I ain't gonna talk y'all head off with that. Let me go ahead and answer these questions. Y'all let me know how that resonates with you though. Definitely feel free to tap in with me. So I have a question to be answered. Here we go. I have a question that came in by a guy from St. Petersburg, Florida. And he says, how do I get myself up in the morning when I'm tired with no energy and struggle with little to no motivation? Okay, so I appreciate the question. If y'all have questions, y'all know y'all can tap in, tune in with me. I'm gonna answer this question. How do I get myself up in the morning when I'm tired with no energy and struggle with little to no motivation? Well, that's an excellent question, because we all have our days when we feel less than our best. And one of the things, there's really three things that I do to amp myself up when I'm feeling less than my best. And I recognize that there's a place, there's like a place where I would call my most frequency or comfort zone in feeling. So when I get below that place, I know that there needs to be an adjustment to what I'm doing physically first, what I'm physically doing, because I can deal with that first. So if I need to change up what I eat, especially if I'm struggling with energy, or less than best thoughts, I change up what I'm eating. What do I start eating more of? Fruits, vegetables, raw foods, cutting off starch, drinking hella water, physically doing more exercises. I found that works. And I know you may think if that may sound like that's a paradox, but I'm feeling like I don't have energy, so how will I have the energy to do it? That's the struggle that you break through. Once you're able to do something different than what you're doing or feeling right now, then you're having literally a breakthrough. So you can create those breakthroughs for yourself when you recognize or are aware for yourself. And by this question, I know that you're having an awareness of having less than best or no energy or struggling in the AM, because seldom do I feel like that now. Very seldom do I have a time where I'm struggling to get up in the AM. Like my old lady will tell you, like, I'm up in the AM. I may have only slept 2-3 hours, and I'm up. I attempt to definitely get a full 4 to 6 hours. I may be able to take a nap throughout the day, and I live a different kind of lifestyle than others do. So I definitely am aware of that as well. So, you know, that's the first thing that I would say. Get 30 minutes in. 30 minutes. 30 minutes is life changing. Get 30 minutes in of exercise and change what you're eating up, and then tap back in with me. Tell me that don't change your life. Just that alone. 30 minutes of some sort of physical activity and exercise, and change up the way you eat with more vegetables, more raw foods. Cut away from bread, starch, potatoes, rice. Cut that down. Eat more fruits, vegetables, smoothies. Do that for the next week, 2 weeks, and tell me that don't change your life. And exercise with that. You're gonna it's gonna be a struggle in the beginning, and if you need some motivation, once again, y'all tap in with me. That's what I'm here for, as an accountability partner. Like, you'll be able to get through those things together, because that's what I do. Overcome certain obstacles. I'm a problem solver. So that's how I would also get myself up. Do something physical. Alongside that is I have a fire breathing technique that I picked up from somewhere. I'm just unable to remember. Maybe it was Tony Robbins. Shout out Tony Robbins. It's a breathing technique where I pump air in my lungs at a high rate, so that so my blood gets oxygenated, and I'm standing up. And that's a whole nother I could talk on a whole nother episode with that. I ain't gonna talk your head off. I ain't gonna hold you with that, but it's a breathing technique. If you go through some of my YouTube, you tap in with my YouTube, I definitely share it on there. And then also, if y'all know, I have a happy hop. I definitely have shared this on my YouTube as well, where I stand on one leg while clapping and saying, I'm happy, 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 at least 10 times. And immediately it just changes my frequency and what I'm feeling. So if you're in the bed, if you feel it getting up, you need to get some energy, you can do a culmination of all of those things all at the same time. Changing up what you eat, what you put in your body, how you move your body, exercising, hopping on your foot, one foot, saying the words, you're happy, I got energy, I'm excited, I'm ready for the day. I even know that works. Once your feet hit the ground, just clap your hands. And I know it sounds crazy, but you have to do something different in order to get different results. Clap your hands real loud and say, man, today is going to be an excellent day. And you do that while you get up, and you tell me if that doesn't change your vibration and frequency and the energy that you have throughout the day. And maybe you have to do it more than once, but that would be things that I do and that I know work for me. Y'all try it. Let me know how that works for you. So I think that's just gonna conclude another episode. I shared with y'all definitely some magical gems. This is an episode that you can tap in, tune in, and turn up with me over and over again. Tell 1 or 3 of your friends. Until next time, y'all stay positively inspired and motivated to accomplish your dreams and imaginations through the power of your words. Let's go.